Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has been giving us His mercy and blessings till we can together here in this good time and good place. Salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness to the lightness. Okay, welcome back to me again. Today I will tell you about Islamic storytelling. Miracles. You know miracles from Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. One of the miracles of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was splitting the moon in two. This information is based on one of the hadith narrations uh, narrated by Anas bin Malik radhiyallahu anhu. Anas bin Malik radhiyallahu anhu said, "Anna ahla Makkah sa'alu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay ay yuriyahum ayah فأراهم انشقاق القمر فأراهم القمر شقتين حتى رأوا حراء بينهما." In fact, Mecca experts once asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to show them a proof. Then he showed the moon split in two, so that they could see Mount Hira between the two halves. So Prophet Muhammad SAW split the moon in two. This story happened before the Prophet Muhammad SAW migrated from Mecca al Mukarramah to Medina al Munawwarah. Launching from the writings of Abdul Shukur in the book Uswah Rasulullah Perspective of the Quran and Sunnah, the Mecca resident once asked the Prophet, "O Muhammad, try to show us a greatness that can prove your prophethood and apostleship." They said in a tone of mockery and ridicule. Prophet Muhammad SAW asked, "What do you want?" Muhammad SAW asked to them, "What do you want?" What they want. They replied, "Try to splitting the moons." They want Muhammad SAW to try splitting the moons. And Prophet Muhammad SAW stood up and was silent. Then prayed to Allah to help him. Then, with the permission of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad SAW received orders from him to point his finger at the moon. And then Prophet Muhammad SAW also pointed his finger at the moon. As a result, the moon was split after being pointed by the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Witnessing it with their own eyes, those polytheists immediately said, "Muhammad, you really have bewitched us." They said, uh, they said to Muhammad, Muhammad have bewitched to them. They then agreed to wait for the people who would return from the trip, because they weren't in the same place as the polytheists who witnessed the split moon. The inhabitants of Mecca from the Quraysh rushed to the outside of the city limits of Mecca to wait for other residents, until the first group that passed them from outside the city of Mecca arrived. The polytheist asked, "Did you see anything strange with the moon on your way?" They replied, "Yes, one night, and then we saw the moon split into two and away from each other. Then the two were reunited." Hearing this answer, some of the Quraysh chose to believe. However, there are also those who still choose to deny. Because of that, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala revealed His word in Surah Al-Qamar. Al-Qamar verse 1 till 3. The first is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. And the second is وإن يروا آية يعرضوا ويقولوا سحر مستمر. And the last is وكذبوا واتبعوا أهواءهم وكل أمر مستقير. The meaning is the first, the day of judgment draws near and the moon splits. If they, the polytheists of Mecca, saw a sign or miracle, they turned and they said, "This is continual magic." They believed Prophet Muhammad SAW and followed their wishes, even though every matter has been determined. So the meaning is like that. It doesn't stop there. This phenomenon has also been proven by scientists, explained by Muslim geologist Professor Dr. Zaglul Al-Najjar. He said that the British Muslim had watched a television show about a discussion with American space experts. So, the United States astronauts have done research on the moon. They say it turns out the moon has experienced diffusion in the past. We found with certainty from separated and cut rocks on the surface of the moon to the inside belly of the moon, said the space expert quotes from the book The Assistant's Guide for Islamic Religious Education. They also asked for help from geologists to research and receive information that this happened because the moon had split and then reunited. Wallahu a'lam bisawab. So guys, that is one of uh, good material I think for us Islamic people because we must know what again what's about Prophet Muhammad SAW miracle like like before like he can split the moon in two and then too much miracle again he have Muhammad SAW have Muhammad SAW has Prophet Muhammad SAW also uh, one of uh, one of person Allah loves in this world and Muhammad also the goodest woman goodest man I think goodest man because uh, yeah he is a good person and Allah gave him a miracle because he is a choose man in this world. Okay, I think that's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.